Black Goddess gives updates about day 2 of trial with Brenay, Akira, and Tim.
This now. And the only good thing she actually said today was that this is about facts and not sympathy. Now I gave her, I said, okay, Brenay. She shot me with that one. That was about you breaking up. Am I breaking up for everybody? Am I breaking up for everybody? Baby, when I tell y'all, they showed the first no, go out and come back in. That's all I can tell y'all. They told her that so the first clip that they showed was Akira in the car with Brenay. Y'all know the one on YouTube where she was driving? No? Okay. She was driving in the car. You know, she did this right here. And she was like, oh, she was like, I'm not a good driver. So she was like, because she's not a good driver, she really didn't know how to operate the car. She talked about how, y'all, Akira was pregnant with her third child in November, December of 2023. Akira was pregnant with her third child in December of 20. If y'all go out and come back in, Akira was pregnant with her third child of November and December of 2023. She miscarried that baby. Robin asked her about, had brought up the 5-year. She was just showing that, saying that you would see that my client were going to do a 5-year vow renewal. During that time that Brenay was over there, y'all, the girl was pregnant with the third child. She talked about how she put Tim out. She said she put him out of the house. Yeah, she put him out the house. If it's breaking up, y'all go out and come back in. When I tell you this is crazy, y'all, when I tell y'all, if you couldn't even hold your tears in if you wanted to. You could not hold your tears in good if you wanted to. Hold on a second, y'all, because y'all be doing too much. Let me put something on my lips, because, yeah, they dry. Before y'all, hold on a second. Y'all ain't gonna do too much with my lips today. They weren't dry yesterday, but they dried today. The girl was pregnant with their third child. She described their marriage. She said, I thought we had a great marriage. She was like, she said, I thought we had a great marriage, a good marriage. She said basically that they was having, difficulties like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do too much on here. Hold on. So don't nobody make me. Hold on. Let me try to get in a better spot. Let me get in a better spot. No, I'm good. I want to see y'all comments. So basically, she was like, they had a good marriage. They was like 2 big kids in a marriage. She said we just had the basic problem. Excuse the noise. They doing something out here. They had like the basic noise. The basic issues that any couple would have in a marriage, which was financial. When Tim went to school, he was off to college in another area. Akira's job was to literally take care of everything, and if Tim needed something, she would make sure that he had what he needed. She stated that also that, he was on a football scholarship, so that means he had to stay on campus. The goal was, or the, what's the word I want to use? The deal that they made was Akira would take care of everything, so basically she was the breadwinner, while Tim go to school. Once he get out of school, he was supposed to take care of the family. Then Akira go to school and complete school. That didn't happen. That wasn't the plan. Thank you, guys. So that wasn't the plan. Tim actually didn't do what he was supposed to do. She held up her end of the bargain, and Tim didn't. She talked about Devin, and she stated that I did not have a close relationship like that with Devin because my daddy taught me boundary when you're dealing with somebody else's man. She said because that was Brenay's husband, I didn't have a whole lot of interaction with Devin because that was Brenay's husband. And she stated that, she kept that distance and that boundary between them. She had general conversations with him, but, she just believed in boundaries. And she said, something Brenay don't have. Baby, when I tell you, once she got herself together, she was able to talk. She got teary-eyed when they asked her about the children. She stated that Tim graduated in 2023 of December. They went on a cruise. She went on a cruise with their family. She talked about Brenay. You know how Brenay kept saying in the interrogatories that she didn't wasn't at the home. Akira said her mom have a cottage, and it's small, and they had like an open floor, and they would all just be around, and they would just talk about each other, laugh and giggles. I mean, she started smiling during that time, because you can tell her she was reminiscing back to like some very good memories. It's very sad that Brenay would literally downplay their relationship as if they didn't have nothing. Let me tell y'all this as it relates to Akira them relationship. Y'all, she act like, okay, so y'all know when I had told y'all that when Brenay and Tim did put Brenay and Devin together. And she said that her and Brenay had been friends since 2019. During the time that her son was born and he was in the NICU. She talked about how Korean had came in and had Korean was there too. I can't even, it was so much, like I couldn't even get that part because I was literally trying to write down as much as I could, which I ain't even, listen, I'm gonna have to review my notes line up on line and detail up on detail to let y'all know every single thing because I've been trying to write it down. But she said that Brenay was at the hospital when the baby was in the NICU. Like, she's been in their life. And she said they identified Brenay as auntie. Those were her children, auntie. And Devin was their uncle. They gave them that title, her and Tim. He act like that this stuff was foreign to him. Oh, baby, let me tell you about Lakeisha Jones up in there trying to intimidate us. We sitting and listening. And she's so fucking rude. When I say rude, she over there, this how she look, doing like this, looking at me. She looking at me, Barbie, and Caramel, just looking. I'm talking about staring. You thought you was going to stare me down, motherfucker? Oh, no, not today, baby. Because what I did was I looked at her like this. I smiled and I said, I winked at her. Barbie was rolling her eyes, but I winked at her. Because why you over there? So Caramel got up and told the bailiff that she was over there, doing shit. Because if it was us, you be trying to get us kicked out. But why you over there doing the most? You act like when I really thought that lady was grown and mature, but she act just like her damn children, immature. Because why you sitting over there, nobody is bothering you. And it's like, she was staring so damn hard that, you can tell when somebody looking at you. So I just so happened, turn my head to the left because we locked eyes. And when we locked eyes, she just looking. So I just started looking back to her like this too. And so she kept looking and she wouldn't blink. So I looked at her like this and I smiled and I said, just like that, I should have said, that's what I should have did to her. She better not do it no more. So Caramel got up and told it, and the baby was looking at. I don't know if he said nothing, but like she was just doing too much in the court. She got up doing Robin's open statement and walked out. And then when she came back in, she gonna say, "Ooh, she still up talking." Y'all, when I tell y'all, I'm gonna have to get some tissue going back in there. I'm gonna have to get some tissue because as soon as Akira got on the stand, baby, she just was literally crying. And you can tell it hurt. Akira was diagnosed with anxiety and depression because of what she went through in her marriage. Now, they gonna have the her therapist notes and all of that has been put into the files as far as evidence to produce. They've been showing it up on the big screen, like the videos. They've been showing like the Facebook post. You know what I'm saying? That does display the dates and time of the video and stuff like that. Like, they not playing. And then they ask, like, she'll present it as an exhibit and say she would like to admit it, and then she would like to produce it. And so when she produced it, that means that they're going to put it on the screen and allow everybody in the courtroom. Baby, Robin had about, I'm gonna say probably about 12 folders, binders, not folders, binders of evidence. Let me tell you how many exhibits she have. 154 or 156. It's one of the two. When I tell you of evidence. And then she was like, do you want me to present like the videos individually? Because she said, I got 50 videos. Y'all, when I say I really believe this is going to go over until tomorrow. And I don't know if we'll be finished tomorrow. I just need to know, babe, because God is gonna be here to stay. Like, Brenay, like, she's still on Akira, and so when we only did like 2 exhibits out the 156, 154 or 56 that Robin has, we only did 2 exhibits. We ain't even made it to another witness. Do y'all understand me? We have not even made it to another witness. We still on Akira. And it was so crazy because, can you imagine, like, also too, Robin pointed out that Akira had asked him why him and Brenay were so close. As any woman should, you know what I'm saying, with their spouse. She said, why are they so close? That was crazy. That was some crazy work. Like, why are they so close? My heart, this is even worse. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that I know Brenay had to know that girl was pregnant with their 3rd child. And listen, this makes it so much worse, you guys. Because you're talking about you're pregnant with your 3rd child. Okay? And then you find out, because she said around November, December is when she found out about the baby, that she was pregnant, that she was actually pregnant. She got pregnant. And so let me tell you this too. So when Robin had said that, she was pointing out the fact that Akira and Tim was still being intimate and having relations as they should, as married couples do. You understand what I'm saying? So she was showing that, yeah, there was still love and affection between the parties because they created another little life. Do you hear me? They created a whole nother life, a 3rd child, and she talked about a 5th vow renewal. Tim over there shaking his damn head when he was like, no, it was not no any love and affection. I gotta stop. I gotta keep it professional. You know doggone well it was some love and affection if you made, because I always say that those babies were created out of love. He knew doggone well that him and his wife had some love and affection. You know what I'm saying? You knew you and your wife had some love and affection. He looking stupid. Brenay is looking stupid. And we still waiting for her truth to come out. Nobody even knew that Akira was pregnant with the 3rd baby. Like, who would have known that? That was tea for me. That was tea for me, baby. Can you imagine being pregnant with your 3rd child, finding out your husband and your close friend, because she did. She said that girl was hurt. That girl, when I tell you Akira is hurt deep down in her soul. And not only that, y'all, she talked about how, because Tim was away, how at school, Brenay is the person who would literally help her with her children. So Brenay would get the babies and babysit for her. But she wanted to sit up here and act like they was acquaintances. Somebody melt me like butter. Please, melt me like butter. How can you downplay that? You babysitted for this girl when she picked up extra hours at work to make ends meet. No, Akira was pregnant with her and Tim's 3rd child during the time all of this went down. So I can imagine, like, and then she miscarried that baby. She miscarried that baby, and I don't know how far along she was when she miscarried the baby. I don't know if that would come out in court, but when I tell y'all this is so heartbreaking, it is so heartbreaking. I'm gonna have to give me some tissue when I go back in, because I be so emotional. I ain't gonna lie to you, and I'm gonna tell y'all. So I'm looking at the juror. I'm looking at everybody's face in the courtroom. The jury, is literally mostly women. It's 4 men. This is how they looking. One lady, and it's mostly, we only got 2 black people on the jury. 2 black people, and they 2 older ladies. That lady was looking like this. When I tell y'all Robin, ooh, not only is Robin going to have the sympathy of the jury, but the sympathy along with the facts is what going to seal this case. Because no, it's not led about sympathy, but the way that Robin opened up, baby, we could have closed out. She could have opened and closed, and we could have just went on ahead and did a judgment. Do you hear me? Then and there, because it was top tier. And then also she had some wording on her slideshow. And the judge, she was like, she said plaintiff's relationship with the defendant prior to the affair. The judge had made her take it off. So her team took it off. Like, she said, Judge, can you give my team time to remove the words from the slideshow? But we didn't even need them words, because the proof in the pudding. And then not only that, she let them know that this is a video that Brenay Kennard posted on YouTube. Baby, when I say I wish it could be audio for you guys. I really wish it could be audio for you guys, because I'm not even going to give it any justice as to, being able to read the room, looking at the expression. You can tell like this, you have to be Ray Charles to not know how deeply hurt Akira is. Not only that, baby, y'all remember when Brenay was talking about, Akira is going to keep her name. She's going to be the Miss Montague, and I'm going to be the Mrs. Montague. Oh, Robin had pointed how she flaunted that in Akira's face on social media. She talked about she talked about how bold and arrogant Brenay has been. She talked about how she didn't show no remorse and literally tearing up a home. There are several binders. Let me say this. There are several binders. You have one binder, nothing but exhibits with pictures of the slideshow and of the stuff. So let me tell y'all this. So Brenay gonna say, when she had said, the judge asked, do the defendant have this, videos and stuff? She gonna say, no, two of the videos I couldn't open. The judge looked at her. He gonna say, well, Miss Kennard, you signed off that you had all the accurate information. Let me run, y'all. Y'all know I'm dramatic. Let me run. He told her, well, you signed off and said that you had what you received what you had. And she gonna say, well, two of the videos would not open. Well, shit, you should have told them that, and you should not signed it until the other 2 open for you. Like, girl. Also, too, she have 2, I think they're legal aides. They are there, I guess, to kind of help guide her. They are 2 Caucasian ladies that was sitting off in the left side of her, like at a distance, but not at the table with her. Y'all, when I say y'all, y'all talk about us being here, but baby, I couldn't miss this. This is this is some low-key infamous, let me say that, infamous stuff. This is some low-key infamous stuff. This is like, the stuff that you like, y'all ain't know, like, y'all would have not known any of this had we not come. If there was no boots on the ground, because I know people say, y'all so invested. Oh, y'all do this, y'all flew. I sure did. God just took off for the whole week. Yes. Yes, somebody had to be here to tell the story, baby. Y'all would have not known this. And it kicked off when Devin opened up his mouth to tell his side of the story. And we would have went on with Brenay's narrative that this was this and that was that. We wouldn't even have known if we had not come today. I don't think we really like this, the stuff that we have not seen. Also, Robin pointed out that Akira is a very private person. Do you hear me? Akira is a very private person. She has a very private life. She keeps a very low profile. However, due to Brenay doing what she did, it exposed her to the world. She talked about how Brenay was on live exposing this girl marital issues. You know what I'm saying? Exposing her marital issues with Tim. That she never wanted the world to be in her business like this. Akira never wanted the world to know what was going on between she and her husband. But she didn't have that opportunity because to keep everything private and confidential, because you had Brenay putting everything out here on social media. Yes, Diamond, you can. When I tell y'all, this right here ain't for the weak. Like, I deal with court cases. I do get teary-eyed. And you know what I'm saying? I could have walked out, and I wanted to walk out because when I tell you, like, it was so emotional. Yes, $90. Yep, she pointed out how Tim only provided $90 within the whole year. Well, within over a year. Do you hear me? She pointed it out. Y'all, we have not, we just scratching the surface. We are literally scratching the surface of this case right now. Akira was crying. Akira got on the stand, and it was immediately there were emotions. And because you can tell, you can see, you know, we haven't been recording her. You know, we've been trying to, you know, just make sure. Like, if I wish we do have permission, we got permission. Let me say this: God has got permission. I personally asked in the hallway, was it okay for me to, not to Akira, but I personally asked, was it okay if we would, you know, take footage? And so you don't see me taking pictures of Akira's face or anything like that. I got a beautiful shot of her and her mom. That's on Tea Time page. She was holding hands with her mom, and they was far off. I waited till they got down the hall, and then I took a picture of them from a distance, just to kind of show, you know, that relationship between mother and daughter. Like, it was really beautiful, really beautiful. So I just been like really, really, really mindful of, you know, taking pictures. I'm not in anybody's face. Like, even when I record, I'm at a distance, but I zoom in. So if y'all see videos of close up, I'm not in anybody's face. I'm just, they zoom in for, they put zoom in for an option, zoom out for an option. It's a reason. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to get in nobody's face to you know, take a picture. So if y'all see a picture that is close up from God is because I zoomed in. I was actually like recording like this till mom walked up and got in my camera. You know what I'm saying? And my back was turned towards her. So I'm just trying to make sure that I stay respectful of people's space. You know what I'm saying? That I know it's a lot. Yesterday, you know, there was a lot of recording. I think they said something this morning that Brenay was talking about, oh, she was scared, this, that. I can't see y'all comments, y'all, because of the sun. She was scared and stuff like that. But they wanted to get on the elevator, and I told them, if y'all hear somebody saying no, that's me. I told them, no, don't get on the elevator with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just too much. So they wanted to get on the elevator, but, you know, it's more of, you, for them, for a lot of people, it's more of, this is what Akira felt when you were doing what you were doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, us being here really makes her uncomfortable. But also, too, you know what I'm saying? We watch you tell a bunch of lies. We watch you antagonize Akira. We watch you. Robin brought out the fact that Baby, let me tell you, Robin brought out the fact that Akira had to put out 3 restraining orders against Brenay. It was 1 for her, and then the other 2 was 1 each for her children. Not only that, she talked about, this is what she said. When Akira got on the stand, when she got herself together, because I said she started crying. When she got herself together, she was like, she was a close friend of mine who is now my stalker. Baby, let me say it loud for the folks in the back. Y'all know I gotta be a little dramatic. I had to run on that one. Listen, she said she was my close friend who is now my stalker. Baby, it is recorded. The court reporter put it down. It will be forever written down in history that Brenay is her stalker. Do you hear me? That girl said she was my close friend, but she's now my stalker. She say bully. She said stalker. She said stalker. I'm gonna see if I can get them transcripts before I leave. I'm gonna see if I can get the transcripts before I leave. Y'all, we listen. I thought that they was gonna just let us start when we came after Barbie. We need to get something to eat. Huh? Yeah.
I want a tobacco roll?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
You wanna come with us?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. We gotta be back at 2, y'all. So we gonna have to chub some food down. I'm gonna get off. Y'all can join on everybody else live. I'll be back. I wrote down, I took notes, y'all. I just wanted to give y'all some tea. Cause baby, this is not for the weak. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit, y'all. I don't know who's sending me a cash app, but thank you guys. You all don't have to. Again, you all don't have to, but I do appreciate it. Thank you guys. But Barbie is on live, so you all can go over there because I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna eat.